Okay. Welcome everyone to the weekly ROMCAST. I am OddSmith311 here with the crew as always, Felix and Loom.
Yo.
And Evil Penguin 1981.
Good evening.
And as you might have noticed, we're doing this a night early this weekend due to various things such as the Survivor Series hype.
Oh, Survivor Series.
WWE Survivor Series tomorrow night. Pre-show starting at freaking 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Wow.
Well, let's just remind everybody, for any of our TGW fans, Oddsmith and I just finished up less than an hour ago watching NXT TakeOver War Games 2, and holy God, what a show!
I only got to catch the last two matches, man. What I did see was the War Game. They did a really good job. They had Arn Anderson's fingerprints all over it.
Yeah, it did.
That's why I
absolutely did.
I messaged you during the match. I'm like, dude, this feels like some Dusty Rhodes old school booking stuff here. It's awesome. The guy getting locked in the cage. I don't want to give it away, but if you got the WWE Network, go back and watch War Games from NXT tonight.
Even if you're not a wrestling fan, if you have ever thought about watching wrestling and you have Hulu, because all the NXT shows get uploaded to Hulu also.
The pay-per-view as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, last I checked, they did. You need to see this show. If you've ever thought about watching wrestling, you need to see this show. NXT TakeOver War Games, November 17th, 2018. Mark my words, it will make you a fan.
Boom.
I'm telling you, man, I hate to beat the dead horse over and over, but while I'm sitting there watching that show, I just can't help but thinking to myself, I'm like, how come this is the same company, technically, but these guys, this branch of it can get these things right, and the branch that has access to more avenues of, has more eyeballs on it and stuff, they just can't seem to get it. It's like, what the hell?
Triple H, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is Triple H.
Well, it's just a shame because it's become a real, it's a joke, but when we type, it's like, yeah, WWE just messed it up anyway. It's become like a battle cry of the angry fan. Because it seems like everything that they try to do, man, they dick it up.
Well, and that's why you always got to tell people, if you want to start watching the product, start with NXT.
Anymore, yeah. Yeah, you're going to get real... NXT is what WWE used to be. And they don't have, man... they're not, R-rated. They're a little blue sometimes, but they're not, They don't need to be R-rated. They just need to have more... you actually feel like they want to win.
There was not... That War Games match is one of the best things I've seen in years. And there was not a drop of blood in that match.
Not one. I'd say what, man, those War Raiders, those guys really impressed me.
Didn't I tell you? I told you, man. Well, that's why I said, since you have first draft pick, if you want them, you can have them. But you already gave them up.
Well, that's fine, because I think you're much more connected to them anyway. That was the first time I'd ever seen him, and I was just really impressed because that guy got in. That dude had to be 300 pounds. He's a big boy.
Hanson is a beast.
For him to get in there and run around like he did, nonstop.
He looks like a cruiserweight in the ring.
Yeah, jumping off the fucking ropes and stuff. I was like, what the hell is this dude doing? And he wasn't breathing heavy. He wasn't blowing up.
Dude is every bit of 300 plus, and he moves like a cruiserweight. What guy that size do you see doing cartwheels and handspring elbows?
My drunk Uncle Bob, when he's had a few too many.
Well, I would like to meet your drunk Uncle Bob, if he can do that.
I'm interested too.
So I can shake his hand and say thank you, sir.
Yeah, but the problem is he usually doesn't make it in the middle of family reunions. So not an opportune time for. I guess that could be a great. They say first impressions are everything. So
Indeed.
As you can
Yeah,
tell, we're pumped up from that. We just watched the show not too long ago, man. It was great.
yeah, it was phenomenal.
We'll talk about it more when we do our Survivor Series review for TGW this week. Maybe we can go a little more in depth. I'll have a chance to actually go back and watch the first few matches. But it's been another exciting week in BananaROMa programming.
Oh, indeed.
I came out of my God of War haze finally.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I just did the highlight for that actually.
How long did that take?
Well, altogether, man, I don't know, because I will say this, I didn't play the game one bit without being on stream. Every bit of it was live.
That's amazing.
But some of it was live on the BananaROMa podcast channel.
Right.
So that's kind of the trade-off. I would say I was averaging 2 to 3 hours a pop. And
the last episode is is over 3.5.
there you go. I'll get a little more into that when we here in a little bit, because that kind of tied into Insomniac Hours this week as well. But I didn't get to catch a lot of the BTB programming this week. We'll start off, as always. I'm always excited to hear about the Mother 3 preview.
Yeah, okay, so
Or
confirmed.
Recap, I should say. My
Confirmed. Last week I wasn't 100% sure, but it was definitely the end of Chapter 7 that aired. There was a lot of grinding, as you might expect. And, let's see, I'll give a quick I'll run through this real quick. Grinding for a magic glove. And, of course, you fight your arch nemesis, because, you know, it's the end of Chapter 7.
Of course. The 7th inning stretch.
Yep. So
That's the middle of the 7th inning.
Shut up, Mike. They're both
Baseball guy, man. Sorry.
do.
actually, it looks like this whole episode's pretty much grinding. It's good though. Good time. Good music and all that.
Yeah, no, that one's been going. That's the longest run. I think that's ran the whole season so far, right?
It has. I think
That's the longest running single game of the season.
there are 2 or 3 more episodes left. So it is going to be coming to an end in December.
No.
It's okay. It's been a good run. And next year we're going to have higher quality content.
Oh, hell yeah.
That game's kind of blurry just because I'm like, why is it blurry? And I was like, oh, well, it is a Game Boy Advance game. Blown up to like full computer screen size.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So,
We'll have to try next year. I have to try to do. Isn't there another game, a sequel to that one now?
to Mother 3, not technically. There is a Mother 4 that is a fan project.
Ah, okay. Man.
Has Nintendo shut that shit down?
I was gonna say.
Not yet. It's not out yet though either, so we'll see.
Oh,
Like sharks circling in the water.
Dude,
right.
it looks like they used all original characters and stuff, but it still has the series name. So, we'll see.
What are we doing on Tuesdays? I didn't catch this week.
So, this last Tuesday, we aired at least part of my Super Mario Bros. 3 playthrough.
Yay.
And then that was continued on Wednesday as well.
That was awesome. I didn't
go
even
ahead.
realize you were doing the playthrough until you said you were putting it up there. I was like, whoa.
Well, see, it's part of a plan that I have, kind of. Mike said he was going to do it, and then I said, okay, well, maybe we'll both
I'll
do it.
still end up doing it once I get my new computer.
See, because I was having a lot of, I was watching you play it. You played it a couple weeks ago, Todd.
Yes.
And it was fun watching you play it, because you knew some secrets I didn't know, and obviously, Mario 3 can be played, everybody's going to play that game differently.
Yes.
And I think it would be fun to have a showcase of each of us playing through the game.
I'm completely down for that.
That would be interesting.
So
A lot of different Mario games for that matter, because
True.
like I said before we went live, I'm sitting here watching myself. Oh, I just died by a charging chuck. I'm watching myself. I'm watching my playthrough of Mario World on my second monitor, and I'm on tubular right now.
tubular. Oh joy.
Oh, joy of tubular. I started the world at 38 lives. I'm down to 24 so far.
That's how. Oh man, Mario 3. You want me to tell you about my adventures in Mario 3? Did I already talk about it?
I think you talked about it a little bit, not too in depth though.
Okay. So I feel like I said this already though. But anyway,
you talked about World 8 a lot.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say, dude. World 8 was tough because I usually like cop out of it. Let's see. I don't know. I was surprised how easy World 6 was, but I've been practicing that game on the DS, so I feel like I'm a little more skilled than I was like a year ago. I actually thought I was gonna have a tougher time going through all the levels than I did.
There's something about going back and playing those games, man, that just, especially the Mario games, that's why I'm so excited we've been talking about playing more and more of them. You know, I even had planned at one point, I still want to do this, on recording a playthrough of Super Mario Land 2. For the same reason you said, because I know we already had one on there that you did.
Yeah.
God, 4 years ago?
Yeah, that was one of the first videos I think I produced.
But we do have very different. I mean, I guess not very different approaches. I mean, ultimately, a lot of it's running and jumping. But
well, I'll say this: when I was watching you play through the game, and I don't know if you'll do this through a full playthrough, but you were like collecting a lot of like coins and like hitting a lot of P switches, where I kind of like rushed through the levels a little bit. But then I also try to do like swag stuff that might get me killed, just because it's fun.
Well, you gotta do that sometimes, man. You gotta take a chance, to see if you can pull it off.
I've noticed that with him though, watching you play the Lego games, is you collect like everything.
Oh, dude, I think it's because of the Lego games more than anything. Dude, I have become such a hoarder, and it becomes such a bad. I mean, you know how it is. Even when you don't need the money anymore, you have billions of studs. There's still like a compulsion to go around collecting everything, and it's.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and I think that's what makes this idea fun, is that we just have different approaches on gaming or this particular game, and we'll play the games differently because of that.
And there's so many of them to mess with. Mario, I like to see have a comparative playthrough to Mario 1. So I had the one that I did, if I can ever get it edited.
That's another game I've never like played through every level.
I don't think I've played through every level. I've beaten it numerous times, but every level I don't think I've ever actually done.
I did that over at their place one time. Yeah, I did. I played through every level, and I got one of the reasons I wanted to keep that playthrough so bad is because I was able to hit that trick with the beetle on the stairs.
The infinite lives.
Yeah. And I just was like balling after that.
I've never been able to do that.
I can't even think back. I can't remember how we even discovered it, because we didn't have the internet or anything. I guess it just was an accident. Like
I guarantee you it was one of those things in Nintendo Power.
It probably was. Because that trick, man, it's kind of like the Konami code for Contra.
Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Yes. I mean,
man.
you try to play through Contra without using that code.
It's impossible.
Yeah, you're pulling your hair out. You're slamming your controller in the wall.
That's why Now that I have the mini SNES, I'm afraid to play Contra 3 for that very reason.
These games are hard, man. But they're so good, especially the ones they did the one for. I like the one for SNES. They had one for a couple of them for PlayStation as well. They were pretty good.
Contra.
Makes me want to go back and listen to the soundtrack for Contra. I always love the music on that game.
You know, one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time was that I was never very good at, never got very far in, but I loved it anyway.
What's that?
Was Bad Dudes.
Bad Dudes. I've never played that game.
I don't remember.
I recommend playing it.
I've watched
It's not
videos on
necessarily
it, though.
rage-inducing, but it's a lot of fun.
It's like a beat 'em up game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Classic side scroller beat 'em up.
I'm gonna look it up here.
I finished Tubular at 15 lives, by the way, so I spent 23.
Hey man, I get that those level. I can understand why you want to get them out of the way. Just quick, get it over with. Just oh.
Yeah, there was
It was
definitely one level on Super Mario 3 that I burned like 20 or 30 lives on.
Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja. Okay.
So,
Oh, okay, I remember this game.
it's got like a terrible cover, doesn't it?
It does. Classic.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it's like guys trying to go save the president or some shit like that.
It's got a 97% rating though. That's pretty good for NES game. Shit. That reminds me. I want to go do some Double Dragon games too. I played
Cool.
Double Dragon 2 not too long ago. It was a lot of. I was like, man, this would be a fun one to record.
Oh, that's on the Switch now, on their little NES Classics thing.
It's not a long game. I remember I beat that game the same day I bought it.
I've been wanting to play that. I was thinking about, I don't know, I want to play through that game.
It's a lot of fun.
And that River City Rampage is on there too.
Speaking of the Switch online stuff,
Hmm.
so I read something this past week that really it frustrates the hell out of me, quite honestly.
Yeah. What's that?
But it was an article from one of the head guys at Nintendo, an interview, saying that the N64 Classic is nowhere in sight.
Hmm.
I'm surprised by that. I thought they'd be ready to capitalize on that shit.
Yeah, so did I. But
They-
he's talking about how
Hmm.
that, eventually all the games that people really want to play are going to be released through the Switch online service and yada yada yada.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised.
I'm like, I don't have $300 to go out and buy a Switch right now.
No, it's not cheap.
Oh.
Give me a specified list of games on one little console the size of my palm, and I'll be happy with it. And as long as I get a couple of specific games.
Dude, RetroPie is where it's at.
I'm
On a
telling you, man.
Raspberry
I can't
Pi
wait to get
3.
one of those. I can't wait to get one of those and get it all set up.
I mean, if Nintendo doesn't want to play ball and PlayStation, I mean, they're releasing their own. It's going to be the same. Okay, I'm not complaining about the NES Classic or the SNES Classic. It's nostalgic the way it looks. You can't really complain about having pretty much authentic first-party controllers. But the limited selection of games and no updates is kind of terrible.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I don't know. It's just the way Nintendo runs their shit. It's like very authoritarian or whatever, however you want to look at it.
It becomes more of like a gimmick than it does an actual working.
Yeah, totally. It's more of like, hey, look at this cool
But
thing.
it absolutely is a gimmick.
It is. So that's why I was saying, like, well, if they don't want to play ball, go get a Raspberry Pi 3, put RetroPie on it. Whatever you got to do to get ROMs.
You talk about having something you can hold in the palm of your hand. They can fit all the Nintendo games, all the Super Nintendo games.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
64.
Yeah, and it's like the size of an original Nintendo cartridge.
It's tiny, and you can get cases online that look like old school systems.
The one, the one that I've got saved in my Amazon, it's either an old school NES or an SNES. I don't remember which.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's sweet. And pretty much like 4 USB ports. I got my PlayStation 4 controller to work, and I can't get that to work on my computer.
Thankfully, mine works on my computer for the emulators that I have.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
I'd say I definitely plan on getting one of those still. I have to buy a few other things first, especially in the electronics department.
Totally.
Not having my computer, man. I mean, I got this laptop, and I can do some stuff with it, but I have a similar problem to Mike, where it's like, it runs... Sometimes it runs okay, sometimes it's so slow, it feels like it takes forever to do anything on it.
And that's the problem I have with mine.
So I can't wait. I'm still planning on putting Linux on this thing.
Might give it a new life.
Yeah, I got plans for it. I got plans.
Ooh. You hear that, people?
Plans are good.
I was really excited to get to finally get to play Harry Potter this week. I kind of waited to what they call it, the 11th hour to record it. But going through and playing it, once I got through, now I'm really excited to get back to it again and start knocking it out, because I kind of been away from the Lego games for a minute. I've had my face stuck in God of War and whatnot. But I played through this week. Played through the Sorcerer's Stone, year 1 of the game. It's a cool game, man. It's just, you can tell it was one of the original games.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't, it doesn't have the actual voice acting on it and stuff. But I mean, it's still pretty good. I'm digging it.
That's the problem that I had, because the first Lego game that I played was Jurassic World, and I got spoiled, man, because that's a great game.
Yeah, it's funny how that can happen.
It is. You can definitely, you get the feeling of like Harry Potter being a little archaic, but at the same time, I don't know, once you start playing it, it's a Lego game. Like it just. And it's not like an action. It's not action in the same way like if you were playing Lego DC or Marvel or something either. I mean, granted, you're still breaking stuff, or I break everything. But no, it was a lot of fun. I'm next couple of days, I'm gonna get the Chamber of Secrets recorded. I might try and knock out that one in the next few of them. They're just gonna get longer from there. This one took me a little over 2 hours.
It's because I was watching you play it. You go through and break everything.
I was trying not to, man. But I do plan on going back and doing the free play for this game, like I did the Lego Marvel Superheroes. So I was kind of like thinking ahead. I was like, dude, just go, just play the game. You can go back and break shit later.
That's what you need to do, because you could go on and do that tonight when we get done with this. And you could probably get through the next movie in like an hour and a half if you just go and don't break everything.
Well, that is very true. But I will say, overall, though, just the length of how long it took to do the story, I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking it would be like 4 or 5 levels, and it ended up being several. It was more than 4. I know that, more than 4 or 5. And that's just the first one.
That's the weird thing with that game, though, is that's part of the reason I don't like it, is because the in between stuff is just as long as a regular level.
No, you're right, man.
Where you're not, you're looking at your stud count to get your true wizard, and that's not going up. It's just your regular overall stud count. It's just like, when do I start the next level?
It's definitely not divided up like the other one. Like, Lego Marvel Superheroes, I could do that nice little stages, you know. And
Right.
but I mean, I'd be interested to play the second game because I never actually booted that one up before. Five, it's got years 5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
I had probably start using, you know, the actual movie on. In fact, they might do that by Goblet of Fire in this one. I don't remember. Well, we'll find out. But yeah. If you're here,
Is it just me, or does he keep cutting out?
No, Todd is cutting out.
I'm cutting out.
Yeah, I heard you cut out
Yeah, you are.
twice just now.
Oh balls. Maybe it's his head.
Yep, it happened
You
again.
fix that, and we'll get on to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, where are we at?
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts 2.
Oh, we played episode 3 this week. So we went to Jensen's Tower and we did Beast Castle.
This looks so
We're
good.
Oh my god, that game is so much fun.
You know what's crazy is this looks better. I want to say, okay, so I was setting up to record Persona, and so for my PlayStation 4. I'm pretty sure this looks better than what my computer makes it look like.
It's for being updated, for being like remastered, it looks incredible. Being
does look
remastered
good.
from a PS2 game.
It's nice and crispy. Well, I was talking about like your capture device. It picks it up really nicely.
Oh, that wasn't even with the capture device.
No?
No, that was with the regular stream.
Oh, it looks crispy and nice.
The reason that one looks so much better than last season of TGW and the entire Kingdom Hearts 1 game
Mhm.
is because nothing was edited.
Oh, okay.
That was just a straight stream.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see. Welcome back, Todd. Are you there?
Had him for a second and he's gone again.
Dang.
Can you hear me?
Now I
Yes,
can.
currently.
I don't know what's happened. I'm not even moving or anything. It just keeps cutting out.
That's weird.
Oh well.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, and this is my original playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2. So my first time ever playing through the whole game. I played through some on my PS3.
Mhm.
I got up to Olympus Coliseum on my PS3. But that's only up to episode 5 of what I did on this playthrough out of 16.
Wow.
So I did not get very deep into the game, nor did I actually remember anything of it playing it this time.
Right.
So it's basically a raw playthrough.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And I'm such a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series anyway, which is why I'm playing so many games and spending so much money on it.
Right.
Which is another thing I really, Todd, I really believe you should get that all-in-one bundle, brother.
Or what's this now?
Kingdom Hearts, that all-in-one bundle of like every game.
I know. I gotta be careful. Like I said, I got a lot of other stuff I gotta buy.
Oh yeah.
But it's on my radar. It's a damn.
Oh. Lost you again, Todd. That microphone. Do you have another headset?
No, I don't.
Damn.
Does the laptop have a built-in microphone?
Or the Yeti mic.
Oh god, man! Last time I tried using the Yeti mic, it was a nightmare. Never
Really?
could get it to work.
We
No,
got.
we used it last
We
week.
just used it. Yeah. It's okay. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I don't know if it's even the microphone or if it's just my connection, because these usually work pretty well.
Yeah, it might be just your connection cutting out a little bit.
Alright, sorry. Just troubleshooting.
We'll be all right.
I-
We'll be good.
Yep. So, that's the BTV Presents programming, huh?
Yeah. So Insomniac hours, I know we had God of War all throughout the week.
Well, yeah, like I said, man, that was that it pretty much was just a continuation of what I've already been doing. I mean, there wasn't really anything specifically. I was trying to line it up. I would have preferred to do what I did last night on Thursday night. That would have worked out perfectly, but I just didn't have the time to get set up. But
Right.
pretty much it was a 100% live playthrough of the game. I started earlier in the week, and I ended up I achieved my goal when I got to the end of the game. I got to the 100% trophy and blah blah blah.
Wow, that's awesome.
But I'm
Pooped out.
Yep.
it's just I love the game.
We're losing you again, Todd. Sorry, bud.
Oh, damn you, Scuba Steve.
It's a terrible hurricane where Todd's at right now.
That's our excuse.
We'll be back when we hear from him. No, we're gonna continue. Let's see. Yo, it's midnight. I did, this last week, I just did Faster Than Light on my shows.
Now, what's that about again?
Let me see. The simplest way I can think to describe it is a Star Trek simulator. Let's see. You get your little spaceship, and your job is to, get from one end of the galaxy to the other. You have to pass through these 8 sectors. It's a roguelike, so you get your ship, and if you die, that's game over. You have to restart.
Well, that's rough.
It is rough.
It's like
yeah.
some Mega Man shit.
Yeah, except spaceship simulation. You get to see all the rooms in your spaceship, and then there's different control rooms, and you have crew members you move around, and you get into space battles and gather scrap. It's crazy.
I was looking because I told you about those few games that I'm going to get on the PSN Black Friday sale.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek Bridge Crew is on there also, and I'm so close to getting it, but I don't have PS Now.
Oh yeah.
Or PS Plus.
Right.
So I can't go online with it. Whoa!
Whoa! I can hear something.
We can hear you now.
Todd must have he must have got the mic set up there for a second. I'm looking up this Bridge Crew game. I don't know. It's got a pretty good rating. You know what though?
It's dirt cheap right now.
Is it? I'd like to get PS Now, or whatever it's called, but that's just $60. You gotta drop.
Yeah, that's $60.
Hola. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's $60 for the entire year. So I feel like it would be worth it if you had preset plans to go online and do stuff throughout the year.
For sure. If you had a game you played all the time online.
Right. Yeah, if the 3 of us were going to do that, once a week. We talked about doing the regular Star Trek Online. 2 completely separate games.
Okay. I see.
But for the Star Trek Online, you don't need to have the PS Plus, which I find really strange.
I don't know. I wonder how all that works. For Fortnite, you don't need PS Plus.
Yeah, but for Rocket League, you do.
Yeah.
For WWE 2K19, you do.
The only thing I can figure is that if you play for the PlayStation Now service, I imagine that the servers are hosted by Sony. And then if you don't, so like I imagine that Fortnite pays for like their own servers to host the matches. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's the only thing I can think.
I would agree with that. I would not put that past them.
Because I was like, why? It's same with the Nintendo. There's like Fortnite's free on there, and I think Paladins is free to play online. But if you want to play Splatoon or Mario Kart 8, you have to have the online service.
That's ridiculous.
It is. Now the Nintendo one is $20 a year for an individual. That's really not very much.
No, that's super cheap.
And you get the NES games with it and shit. So.
Yeah, see, that would make it worth it to me.
Yeah, that's what makes me want to keep it.
For Multiplayer Friday,
hmm
that would be so much fun for us.
Yeah, being able to, yeah, absolutely.
Going online and playing 2-player Mario 3 for Multiplayer Friday and just jamming through it.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Multiplayer Friday, we had another round of Sorry this week.
We did, and we even recruited another player.
Yeah, who ended up winning.
Keezy. She can hear me. Yep. She won at Sorry. And I don't even think she's ever played the game before.
That was a really, really good game, too.
That was a good game.
It got so close by the end.
At first you were like, okay, if it's going to be like this, we're definitely going to play another game. Yeah, and then it just kept going.
Yeah.
It got crazy.
All of us end up screwing over the other at one point or another.
Oh yeah, that's what that game, it's in the name.
Yeah. It was a ton of fun. Hopefully this Friday, well, if we can get to anything this Friday, depending on how busy everybody is.
Yeah, true.
Because I got hockey this Friday, so, and I know you guys are gonna probably be busy.
Yeah, I think next weekend we're gonna be moving stuff.
So we can't guarantee any more Multiplayer Fridays at this point.
Yeah, I can't really, honestly. I'm not gonna promise any more multiplayer Fridays through the end of the year. I'm not saying any won't happen. I don't know. Things get crazy in December.
Yeah, for everyone.
So we'll do what we can, but holidays.
Yeah, tell me about it. So for TGW Turnbuckle Talk this week, Oddsmith and I, and you actually,
I was there for that one.
We're there for that one. Discussed tomorrow's Survivor Series show for WWE. Doing a little preview and predictions.
It was fun show.
And hopefully you guys get to watch that together, and then after everything gets settled and everything, you can go back and watch the show from tonight, and you can see why we were gushing over it.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, Survivor Series is going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. As for some other TGW content, we actually had a have you had a chance to go back and look at this at all? The Crazy Rumble that I uploaded?
I have not, no.
Oh no, we didn't even air that yet.
Nope, it still needs to be premiered.
Yep, that does still need to be premiered. Maybe I'll premiere that tomorrow at some point. But no, we did air last night, before Multiplayer Friday, our TGW Extraverse Survivor Series show with characters that are not being used in the upcoming season of TGW, along with extra models of characters that are being used in the upcoming season, such as Diesel and Razor Ramon instead of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash of the Outsiders.
Nice.
So that was a lot of fun. A lot of characters you won't be seeing on this season of TGW, so we made sure to be able to use them somehow. And I will have continuous pay-per-views that will run concurrently with the WWE pay-per-views.
Nice.
They'll air the Friday before. They'll probably end up taking the place of Multiplayer Friday that week.
Okay.
So the next pay-per-view after Survivor Series is TLC. So the Friday before TLC, I'll have an Extraverse show uploaded for that. But yeah, we also have a Crazy Rumble coming up, the Royal Rumble.
I was just looking at that. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's all downloaded characters. Everyone from Jason Voorhees to Santa Claus.
Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion. A lot of Mortal Kombat characters in that, actually.
Batman.
Yep. Yeah, Yeah, it was fun.
Looking Kratos. I don't want to
I
ruin
made
it all.
sure I made
It's
sure to put
hilarious.
Kratos in there just for Todd. I made sure to specifically download Kratos just for Todd. But it's that's what I love about those games, man. The customization aspect is absolutely insane.
Yeah, these look really good.
We can put our own faces in the game.
That's crazy.
So, like, once you two get settled, and we figure out how to do a good version of these face photo captures,
Hmm.
we can all put our own faces on our characters.
That's nuts.
So then we'll really be able to tag team it up.
That'll be crazy.
It's so much fun. Retro first timer this week. What did I play? I played 2 games this week.
They weren't very memorable, were they?
They were not very memorable at all.
You're like, what did I play this week? You
Spy
played Spy Hunter and
Spy
Earthworm
Hunter
Jim.
and Earthworm Jim. Yeah,
Well, tell us.
not very memorable at all.
Tell us about your experience.
My experience with Spy Hunter is that I could not figure it out. I kept shooting and shooting and shooting, and nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't know,
kept
that one
repeating
car you were shooting at, it was making a terrible noise. I think
Yeah.
it must have been like an armored car or something.
It had to be.
Can't you do like oil slicks or something in the game?
Not that I was, because that's a regular Nintendo game, and I was pushing button after button after button, and nothing was happening.
And there's only really 2 buttons.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was getting nothing. So I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that game, but it's still not as bad as that X-Men game.
Okay, well that's something.
Because at least I could actually like kill some cars. So at least I had a little bit of a better experience with it.
What about Earthworm Jim?
Earthworm Jim was graphically beautiful for its time.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it still looks good. It's really cartoony.
Yeah, it looks great. It was just super tough. Another one of those games, man.
Yeah,
I
Ham.
keep,
Oh, go
for
ahead.
some reason, I feel like I found all the games that were super popular that were Nintendo hard.
Yep. Well, that's the system you're playing on.
It's just crazy. I don't know what happened. But yeah, all the games that I'm finding are either really good, but they're super tough, or they're just absolute crap. And luckily I haven't found too many so far that are absolute crap, other than that X-Men game. But
That's good.
I don't know, man.
It was different back then, man. I mean, games don't even have codes
yeah.
anymore. They could only... The game had to be tough, right? To get you to come back and play it.
Yeah. Especially the old arcade games, man. You had to keep pumping in them quarters,
Exactly.
making people rich.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what, now that we're halfway through the season, because I did episode 10 and 11 out of 23.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're halfway through the season, and I'm loving the idea of doing this. I don't know if I'll do it the same way next season, but I
Yeah.
will try to do some older games on a series next season.
True. Now that you've gone through, after you've gone through a bunch of them, you might have an idea of some games you'd like to revisit.
Right. Especially with having that mini SNES, because there's so many games on there that either I've never played that I would like to play, such as Earthbound and Mario RPG,
Right.
or that I've played once or twice that I would like to play again, or that I've played a ton of times that I would love to play again,
True.
such as Mario 3 and Link to the Past.
Oh yeah. So many
So,
good
I
games.
mean,
I think you'll really like.
Super Nintendo's really, really. I mean, people just don't understand how much the Super Nintendo changed the game, pun intended.
No, it was really. The Super Nintendo was a very solid, reliable console.
It's just so there's so many great games that came from it, and so many great series that are still ongoing that had games on it, like Mario and Zelda and Metroid and Mega Man and God knows what else.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Super Nintendo. I was lucky to have one growing up.
I played on my dad's, so. And then I had one available to me at all times after I was like 17.
Oh, okay. I don't know. For some reason, I think my dad liked to play games, so we had a Super Nintendo. Then I got a fucking Sega for Christmas one year for my grandma. It's like, dude, I don't need both of these. It was ridiculous.
I actually remember having a Genesis at home
You,
before I had a Super Nintendo.
dude,
There was
both
this one
good
basketball
systems.
game I liked to play. Sonic Spinball, man.
That game. That's a
That
cool
was
game.
a great game.
Mm-hmm. Todd did a playthrough of that a couple years ago.
I never got past like the second level.
Yeah, dude, me either.
No, I got past the second level. I never got past the third one.
What is the third one?
I couldn't even. I don't even remember.
I don't know.
I just remember it was super tough.
My cousin there was like a Game Gear port of Sonic Spinball. That was pretty sweet.
See, and I'm a pinball junkie.
Yeah, I love pinball.
So when that game came out, I was all about it.
And you even get to kind of control him. That's
Right?
a cool game.
Oh man. So did we have another Keezy stream this week?
Keezy did stream. Yeah, Final Fantasy X. Yeah, it was a little late in the day, but that's all good. It was, she's still trying to fight. She's still trying to defeat the final boss. But, it's an epic battle. So she looked it up online. I guess, this part of the fight she's on, there's a turn count. So when the enemy attacks like 16 turns, the game's over.
Huh.
Yeah, so she looked it up online, and they were like, well, you need dual cast and whatever else, so she's gonna have to go grind and come back.
Lovely.
Yeah, it'll be an accomplishment when she finishes it, though. This last part of the game is tough. So, yep, that's more of that.
I would like to report that I have all the items and weapons that I need, though.
She says she has all the weapons and items that she needs. She just needs some spheres.
Levels.
for the sphere grid.
See, and that's why I couldn't play that game, because I could not figure that thing out.
That's what like I'm interested in playing through that game. I want to get into the sphere grid.
The master mode with the remastered edition where you don't start off with this set grid.
Oh yeah, on the PlayStation 4 there's like a advanced grid.
Oh, wow.
You can play with instead of the regular one. I guess it just makes it easier to like. So, Mike, slight tangent. Have you ever played Final Fantasy V?
It's possible that I played it on the PlayStation
Okay.
when it came out in like that
Yeah.
Chronicles.
Anthology.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it anyway. See. Okay.
Because I think it had 4 and 5 in it.
Okay, that sounds about right.
I didn't beat it, but I remember playing it at least a little bit.
5 had this job system, and as you progress through the game, you could unlock different jobs, and then as you like gained experience in the job, you would get abilities specific to the job. I don't know. So you could like mix and match your characters and pretty much teach them whatever you want.
Huh.
That's kind of what the sphere grid reminds me of.
Okay.
I don't know. But I don't know. I used to love Final Fantasy V, so something about that concept intrigues me. Final Fantasy Tactics is like that too. Jobs, and you can kind of create your characters. I don't know. 7 actually has a lot of.
People actually play through all the old games.
Yeah, man. Have you played Final Fantasy 3?
That's actually one that I mentioned. I've only played through a couple of times.
I can hear myself a little bit. I hear
Yeah, me too.
an echo. You really? I wonder where that's coming from. Weird.
Go.
Anyhow,
Now, are you talking about Final Fantasy 3, or are you talking about American Final Fantasy 3
I
or
guess,
Japanese Final Fantasy 3?
No, the American one, the one on the SNES.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
the
I've
SNES
played
Mini.
through that. I've played through it fully at least once.
That's a good one, man.
But
if you feel like
I'm going to do it again.
okay,
I got it. I actually I bought it for my PS3,
okay,
but now that it's on the mini SNES, I'm going to do it that way.
nice. Because in my opinion, Final Fantasy 3 American is really good. Final Fantasy 5, which is original in Japanese, is really good. Tactics is crazy, but that's like a different kind of game. I don't know. I would stay away from Final Fantasy 4 though, probably, unless you feel like it's kind of like dated.
Even when I was playing, because that one I do remember playing. I remember being on a ship.
Yeah, you get like an airship.
I didn't even think it was the airship. I think it was like a water ship.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't
But I
know.
remember playing through it a little bit on the PS1, and it was really weird.
I would like rent that one from the local video store when I was a kid, and I liked playing it then, but going back and playing it, it's like, oh, it's terrible.
I wonder if I have that for the emulator. I don't know. Be interested to see if I do have that for the emulator.
It's weird because in the English version of that game, they took out one of the main character's abilities. In the Japanese version, the main character, he's a Dark Knight. I mean, in both versions of the game. In the Japanese version, he has this move that attacks all the enemies, but it drains his life a little bit. And they took that out of the English version.
That's really strange.
Isn't it? I feel like that takes away from like I don't know. It definitely reduces like the tactical or the tactics you can do in the game. I just think it's weird.
It's too depressing. Where you
I think they
Oh,
thought it was
man.
too difficult for us.
Yeah, because we're dumb Americans.
Yeah, dumb it down, make it easier. In turn, take all the fun out of it.
Right.
Let's sell this game. Not have it sit on the
uh,
Do you have any unscheduled streams rather than or other than God of War? Because there were a ton of those.
there were a ton of that. Todd really dedicated himself to that. I don't think that there. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Well, what do we have coming up next week? What's on tap for Mother 3?
Mother 3 next week. Okay, it's I got confused. I don't know. My labeling system for this was terrible. I think it's going to be the very end of Chapter 7. I thought it ended last week. I think I was wrong. And if it's not that, then Chapter 8's going to start. So
It'll
epicness.
be part of the game.
It will be. What I think, there was a part where I just did grinding, which I aired last week, and I don't think originally I didn't intend to air that episode, so I think things are a little off. That's okay. It's going to be epic. The end of this game is incredible, so that's where we're at. The end. We're in the ending couple weeks of Mother 3. I'll know more next week, I promise.
So, have you aired your entire Mario 3 playthrough yet?
Yeah, that aired Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
So this
if I
week,
can, if I can get this Mario World up or uploaded, at least part 1, we can air that on Tuesday,
okay.
and we'll see how much more of it I can play through by then for Wednesday.
Okay, I got some Wind Waker content that we could play.
Oh, that'd be even better, because, Zelda all day long.
Yeah, I got like 2 hours of that. So,
Okay.
do you want to put up Super Mario World one day and I'll put up Zelda the next day?
Works for me.
Alright, cool. So that's what we'll have on our 4 o'clock block on Tuesday and Wednesday.
And on Thursday, we will have Oddsmith playing through, what's the second Harry Potter movie?
What do you say?
Chamber
of Secrets? Yeah.
Lego Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets.
There's a new Switch.
And on Friday, I just had it open too, for Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, I remember where we're going. We're going to the Land of Dragons.
Ooh.
From Mulan.
Nice.
I don't think I get to ride a dragon, though, which is deeply disappointing.
I thought that part of the game was tough.
That whole game is a lot tougher than the first one.
Yeah, I never finished it, which is a shame.
Yeah, you really, really should.
That's right, you should be ashamed.
I'm always ashamed, Keezy. What else? What else? Lego time? Oh yeah, Harry Potter, Kingdom Hearts.
Turnbuckle Talk will have Survivor Series review, probably along with NXT TakeOver review,
Nice.
since it was amazing.
Any other
What do we-
TGW?
I'll probably air that Crazy Rumble at some point. I don't really know when. That just means everybody's got to keep notifications on for when we're going on.
True. As always. Let's
So what are
see.
we getting on? Yo, it's midnight.
Well, Pokemon's out, and I own it, so it's on now.
So that's what we're getting for the
That's-
next, conceivably, the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's possible. I think, so, I've been playing through the game, I started recording some stuff, and I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do specifically for the show, and I'm just going to record just a playthrough of the game, which I think I said before, but whatever, that's what we're going to do. The game, so I've been playing it and like practicing, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty easy, honestly, so I think I'm going to cruise right through the initial game, but I guess there's a lot of end game content. And
Go catch them all.
I'm going to. I don't know if I'll record me catching everything, but I am gonna spend time like grinding and stuff, probably live. So join me, because those parts get tedious.
That reminds me of. Did you ever see the story of the guy who grinded on Destiny Islands all the way up to level 100
No.
in proud mode?
What?
He live on stream. He did the entire thing on Twitch.
That's crazy.
221 hours.
Oh shit.
Doing the
221 hours.
where on Destiny Islands where you can do the little sword fights.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Grinded up to level 100 like that, and then went through and played the game
Jeez.
at level 100 on proud mode.
Was the game easy?
I assume. I didn't watch the playthrough, but I assume it would have been a friggin' breeze.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, is I'm going to be grinding out some of this Pokemon, I'm going to live stream it, and I'm going to need some people to keep me company. To keep me sane. So.
That's when the fun conversations start, because, well, if you're just grinding,
Yeah.
you're not. It's like grinding is so brainless.
That's it. It's
That
just like
you
doing
just
the same thing
Want to
over
talk
and
about
over.
anything?
Exactly. So I'm looking forward to that. This game's a lot of fun. It looks nice. So expect to see the beginning of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. We'll start the playthrough on midnight. Monday or Tuesday, however you want to look at it. Monday night, midnight.
11:59 Monday night.
There you go. There you go. Insomniac Hours.
We don't know what we're gonna get for Insomniac Hours because Todd has Thanos away.
Thanos away. Yeah, and I know this month was supposed to be Shining in the Darkness, but that got usurped. So.
Hopefully he'll be able to do that soon. I don't know. Maybe Battlefront. I can't make any guarantee. I can't speak for him.
Right, he did say something about that though.
But then after the Last of Us debacle, he doesn't know if he wants to play another brand new game live on stream, which I totally understand.
Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable when I've had some time to play a game before streaming it or recording it.
But other than that, I don't know. I think that's it.
Are we gonna tell us what's for Retro First Timer this next week?
Oh yeah, Retro First Timer is going to be the original Bomberman.
Ooh. Does that have like a? I don't know if you know. Is there like a story mode?
I don't know actually.
I imagine there is. Hang on one second here. Alright, sorry about that.
I was gonna get some ASMR stuff going on.
Right.
Put my microphone all close, like. Hello.
Eating chips.
Just whispering. What up, Felix?
I'm sorry I put you up to that. So, Retro First Timer. I don't know. I think, did we discuss everything?
I think so. As far as our outline states, I think we have discussed everything.
I don't know what Kizzy's gonna play this week, but she's been playing Pokemon a lot. It'll probably be that or Final Fantasy X.
One thing I can say is that anybody on PSN, they got a huge Black Friday sale going on right now.
I gotta check that out.
So if you have a PS4, I would highly recommend getting on that. I personally am going to pick up 3 games when I get paid. Spending a lot of money on it, but I can guarantee you will see at least 2 of them next season, if not all 3.
Nice.
So spend money on games, people. That's how.
And you're gonna do it anyway. So get them when they're on sale.
Right. Save your money throughout the year. Wait till Black Friday or Christmas or just these big half-off sales and buy them then.
No kidding. Last year, when we got this PlayStation, I bought so many games because every time I go to the store, they're like, buy one, get one half off. How do you argue with that?
Yeah, exactly. But see, me, I try to buy all my games digitally.
Mm-hmm.
So when PSN has these big sales, I'm jumping all over it.
I gotta check this out right now. Black Friday
Especially
sale.
when I find the exact game that I was hoping was on sale.
Yeah, that's always great. I've been wanting to get.
Because that's what happened. That's what happened this time.
It is
The exact game that Lego Incredibles. I'll tell you that much. It's half off.
Hey, look, $20. Wow, half off. That game is like brand new, isn't it?
It came out in June.
Oh, okay. $20 off PlayStation Plus.
Wow, $40 for the entire year.
That's not bad, but again, I don't
Not
know
at all.
that. I guess you get the discounts, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Every time I play Monster Hunter, they're like, get the fucking online service. I'm like, dude, leave me alone.
I actually, when I was grinding for Injustice 2, because you can join guilds.
Oh, okay.
So every time I would join a guild,
Mm-hmm.
they're always asking people who goes online, and I was actually booted from a couple of guilds because I even got messages saying, come fight this boss or you're out of the guild.
Wow, dude. People are douchey.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I hate that shit.
Like, if you have that much time to spend on this game, you know, rather than doing your homework,
Right?
you know, have at it, buddy.
Dude, I don't know.
You might want to go feel your first boob first, though. I'm just telling you.
That's shit. That's how I felt. I joined this Discord group. You know how we do Team MZ?
Yeah.
I joined another one, and they're like Team MZ wants you to like do stuff. I don't know what it is. Todd, I think, manages that, but they want you to like post form and stuff. I joined this group on Discord that was like, hey, you don't gotta do anything, just join our group and be part of the community. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get this guy who messages me, and he was really cool. He's like, thanks for being part of the community. Then this other guy messages me like 2 hours later, and he gives, it's like shitty. It wasn't like friendly. And it's like, hey, we deleted your post because it contained a URL in it. And I don't know why I'm getting in this story. Your story reminded me of this shit though.
Why?
He got on my case.
Why would people not want you to post in a group?
Dude, it didn't. It's literally was introduce yourself and tell us about your Twitch channel. The whole thing is meeting other people who stream on Twitch and shit. So okay,
introduce your Twitch channel. So you, wow.
Put your username in here, but don't use. God forbid you use a URL that somebody could click. So I get this shitty message from this guy who's like a moderator, and I'm like, hey, dude, you know, that's cool. You deleted my post. It's like you could have asked me to change it. Instead, he just deleted it. And I go and look, and there's no like pinned message that says don't post a URL. So I don't even know where I was supposed to learn this rule from. But it was outright. I told him he was being kind of shitty. I was like, dude, you're being kind of shitty. And then he sent me another fucking sassy message about how like, he literally said some shit like, your feelings are your prerogative. Because I said I feel like you're being shitty. He was such a douche. And I said, you know what, dude? Thank you. I'm gonna just leave your community right now.
Your feelings are your prerogative.
Yeah.
That is such. Oh wow, people. Let me tell you something, okay? Because this shit. I try to be laid back. I try not to let too much get to me, but this shit gets to me.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, who is this guy? Does he feel powerful? Sitting here deleting other people's posts and then writing them shitty messages?
Like, okay, let's put this out there. As a community, like BananaROMA, like feel you and I haven't even known. We've maybe known each other a year.
Right.
You and I.
Right.
Like I've known Todd for 30 plus years. You and I have just met, but we get along great.
Yeah.
Why? Because we know one of our biggest things in life is something we have in common. We both love gaming.
Right.
That is why people join Twitch. That is why people join Discord.
That's it.
At least that's what Discord's supposed to be for.
Right. Because we have a shared. That's it, dude. I mean, we have like a shared, a common goal and a shared interest. And I guess what made me mad about this community is they're like, we're really inclusive and you don't got to do a bunch of shit. And then I get this message from this shitty guy and I was like, but this is how it really is, right?
That's unbelievable to me.
Telling me, like, I don't care about your feelings. Well, then what the fuck are we doing here, like, meeting up as a community for? This is all about, like, people, like, things people feel strongly about. That's why we're here, like, promoting our shit.
Like if somebody were to say that to me over, like, content that I've created, I would be fucking hot. Because, like, I mean, and we'll put this out there in the universe. People, when we're kids, you know, we say, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do for a living. I'm going to test video games. I'm going to play video games all day. People, let me tell you, this shit is hard.
Yeah.
This is not just some hobby for us. This is something that we all take very, very seriously. Because we enjoy it so much.
Right.
It's a social gathering. Because I said on last week's ROMCAST, this is my social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Our gaming together is my social interaction.
Definitely.
Because I don't talk to anybody else up here.
And it's amazing that we have the internet and can do it. I don't know. It's crazy, but
it fucking infuriates me to see people act like that.
Dude, it ruined it. It just made me feel like shit. Like I thought I was part of I was like, oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna meet like people. Like legit, I was there, and then Poseidon, who's come into our chat before, he followed me from being in that community. But I don't know. It's like, what do you mean my feelings? Like we're here to be like friends and hang out, and you're just like shit posting. And I was like, can you at least like pin a message so no one does this again? I don't know. I don't the negativity bullshit, being mean to each other, not caring about each other's feelings. Like what's the fucking point of that?
There isn't one. It's fucking ridiculous. Because like I said, we're supposed to be a community of people coming together with a common love, a common cause, a common goal, to all include each other in what we love.
Right.
And it doesn't even, like, it doesn't just go for gaming. You know, it goes for any people who join a group who love like a Facebook group who love the same band.
Right.
You know, like, just humor me. People who love Metallica like me.
Okay.
There are two very distinct groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
People who love just old school Metallica.
Okay.
Because, before they quote sold out, or people like me who are fans of everything.
Uh-huh.
But they still get along over the love of the band.
Right.
It doesn't matter what the content is, as long as there's one common thread. That's all that matters.
Totally.
And it's the same way with gaming.
Absolutely.
You
Well,
know?
it's like a meme or a joke. I mean, I'm sure some people believe this, and I believe there's a basis for it. But the whole like console wars, like fucking this system's better than that one.
I hate that shit.
Let me tell you, dude, I play computer games. I always have played PC games, and I've played console games. In our modern era, I play fucking cell phone games, and I play handheld games. I've always played handheld games. Obviously, cell phone games are new, but I don't quite understand the hierarchy. I'm sure some people say that shit to troll, but like, I mean, all games. You know what? It's just what's enjoyable to you and what works with your lifestyle.
I mean, I guess the main point we're trying to make here is like, okay, I don't know the name of this group that you were in, and I'm actually glad I don't. That way, I'm not coming down on anybody specifically.
Right. I'm not gonna mention them by name, but
Well, and it just gives them publicity, which is obviously what we don't want.
true.
But the point we're trying to make here is if you want to be a part of a community where A, your opinions are appreciated,
Yeah.
B, your opinions are welcomed,
Mm.
you know, join us. Because I am all about meeting and talking to new gamers about any kind of game. Like this 19.4 thing, I totally don't get it. But like you and Iggy love it, so I am more than willing to and happy to talk to you guys about it.
Right.
I'm more than willing to be part of it.
Definitely.
Even though I know nothing about it because it's a common thread.
Well, it's been so much fun. Everybody has their own types of games that they like, and we all have games that like the others haven't played, and we're either going to showcase them or try to get the other people into them. And I don't know. I've played like a lot of games I've never played before, just because of our community.
Well, it's the same way with Todd and I doing the WWE stuff, with you not being a wrestling fan,
Right.
but you're still getting into it because of the love of gaming.
Right.
And with a game like that, you don't even have to be a wrestling fan.
No, I love your show. You guys are hyped, and like I love that you guys enjoy what you're talking about. You have opinions on it. Your show is just great. And yeah, of course, watching watching that crazy match is just entertaining. The Crazy Rumble. I was watching that.
That's the thing, is that uh, yeah, I'm kind of flustered because I'm beyond irritated because of that.
Okay, good. I thought I was just like, I don't know, when I was like, I even had to stop and like, do I even message this guy back? And I was like, yeah, dude, message him back and tell him he's being shitty. And then
Oh,
try to,
absolutely.
yeah, and I wasn't being like an asshole, but I did tell him I thought he was being kind of shitty. And you should pin something up so you don't have to spend a bunch of time messaging people. Or is that what you like doing? That's what I think. I think he likes doing it.
Just being a troll.
That's what I think. He's like, no, you get off on this job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said,
So-
this is what I said to him. I said, thank you. Speaking with you has been very informative. I'm just going to leave your
See,
community.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. It took some restraint.
But basically what I'm saying is, if you want to be part of a good gaming community who you're not going to be judged for anything, because like, take me. These two are two of my best friends, and they don't care that I weigh over 400 pounds. I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Yeah, I look like the stereotypical old guy gamer. I'm not even gonna lie. Physically, that is what I look like. But you know what? I am living a happy damn life
See, dude, that's what's important anyway.
because I got a good woman, I got a good job, and I got good buddies to talk to.
Hell yeah.
About, and doing this as part of my life has just made it that much better.
I'm good.
because it's all about the one common thread.
That's true. No, I'm glad you're saying this because I don't know. That's just been the thing from the beginning. Is like having a community and connecting with people with our shared interest. And it's more than a shared interest. I mean, we are obsessed with video games.
Yeah, like my life since I started working with the channel,
Hmm.
I don't do anything else. I watch wrestling and I play video games and work on stuff for the channel.
Yeah, that's right. I, I spent so much time gaming or like planning, preparing. Yeah, the channel has been good, and I'm glad it's been good for you and Todd and me. It gives us something to fucking work on and focus on, something to like build.
Right. And that's the thing. That's a great word, is that we're trying to build this.
Right.
You know, we're trying to build the channel, build the content, build the community. You know, and that's why we want more people involved.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
Ken's is going to be playing one game all by herself next season. My wife. And I
See,
love that because it gets her involved in something that we can do together.
that's it. And like
It's
having
growing
Keezy,
the community.
it is having Kensley B and Keezy on multiplayer gaming. That just multiplies the fun.
It's beautiful. It's so much fun.
It's good. I that's something I want to get us doing more multiplayer stuff. And
Even if it's just random, even if it's just a random live stream, it doesn't have to be on Friday.
yeah, it could
Whenever
be-
we're all free.
so maybe that's something we'll try to do during the holiday time. If we can get some free time together, we'll just do some random multiplayer gaming.
Oh, absolutely.
So I know Johnny's been wanting to play with me. Beers for breakfast, and Iggy's working on the Hive Mind stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on, and it's not just Todd and Mike and I. We got a lot of people who.
Oh yeah, we like that's what I love, you know, because we've got plans for this season. We got plans for next season. Everything is rolling so hard and so well right now.
That's true.
It just makes me so happy.
Me too. Legit. This has been a really solid season. We've got a lot of like consistent number of followers. We've had a lot of people. A lot of our friends have been coming around a lot too. That's a good sign. And it's amazing. Like the dream has always been to be on air like as much as possible. And I'm gonna say without a doubt we've had more content play this in the last 6 months than ever.
That's awesome. And I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you're part of it. Things are going along pretty well.
Oh, well, now that we got on that ramble,
Yeah, it's okay. It was good. It's like a little overview.
you know,
Little-
I think it was necessary.
Yeah. I think so.
Because, I mean, long and short of it, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Yeah, no, we want more people in our community. Just, you know what I think is a lot of these are ideals that we have that we like imagine carry through, but we don't. I don't know that we often talk about them directly.
Yeah,
So,
I
so I'm glad it's out there a little bit.
ugh.
Well,
Well,
you ready to call it a night, sir?
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
All right.
We will hunt down Oddsmith 311 somewhere trapped in the multiverse.
Yep. Sorry, Todd. Technical problems abound. So I guess it's here. I'll take over Todd's role tonight. Check us out on Patreon.com/BananaROMA You can pledge to support monthly. That helps us pay for all of the things. There's various bills like web hosting. Whenever we have a server, which I think I need to cancel it. We haven't really been using the Unturned server, but we got an upgrade for the channel this season. A little HDMI recording box that Mike's been using,
Which is beautiful.
and we got that directly with the Patreon money. So there's a million ways to
That's what
support
that Crazy
them.
Rumble was recorded with.
Yeah, and it looks good. So that was definitely worth the money, and definitely thankful to the Patreon donors for that.
Very, very thankful.
And then you could also subscribe on Twitch. Whatever you pay to subscribe is split halfway with us and with Twitch. We got our first payout from Twitch, which is sweet.
Nice.
So that's an event. Let's see. Facebook.com/BananaROMA Television. You can keep up to date. We post videos and all kinds of memes and shit on there. Also, you might as well check out the TGW Facebook while you're there.
Yes, please check out the TGW Facebook while you're there.
What is the URL for that?
Facebook.com/TG Wrestling.
There you go. Twitter.com.
Twitter is those guys 734.
And BananaROMA is BananaROMA_TV. www.BananaROMATV.com has links to everything. It has links to our current schedule. It has links to the TGW rosters. It has links to our merch, which is another way you can support us by getting some of those fancy shirts that I think I designed all of them.
You can buy some stickers and place them in random places.
Oh yes, please do.
For people to see, so they log on to BananaROMATV.com and then hopefully follow us.
Hype! Heck yeah!
Stick it on the light pole by the bus stop.
I'll tell you this: if you, I don't know, I'll send free stickers. I should set up a thing. I'll set up a page for free sticker promos. I don't know when that'll happen, but it will happen. Okay, let's see. YouTube, you could search #ControlFreaks. We'll have new episodes of that soon, I'm sure. You can also type in #BananaROMA. That'll work. And then on Twitter, you can find all of us individually at Felix and Loom, at OddSmith311, and
at Equal Penguin 1981.
There you go. So that's it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. Give our video a like if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe. Follow us on Twitch.
And don't be a dick.
And don't be a dick. Thanks everyone. And good night. Oh wait.
Bye.
Yeah. EP?
Yes.
Oh, he said good night already. Alright, good night.